Hello viewers, I greet you all. I am right before you today to talk about this get rich quick syndrome that has done more harm than good to our society, especially our youth. But before I proceed, from the depth of my heart, I want to say a big thank you to my viewers and my subscribers. May God bless you all tremendously. May Allah bless you. Yeah, I want to talk about this get quick money or get rich quick syndrome in our society, which I termed shortcut. And shortcut, for me, kills. Nothing gotten through shortcut that lasts. Yes, I'm sure of what I'm saying. Anything gotten through shortcut doesn't last. Now listen. Some people, when entered school, their parents will help the child from primary school. He or she would go through primary 1, they jump primary 2, possibly they jump primary 3. At primary 4, they will sit for not junior work, they will sit for school certificate. They will now enter secondary school. Class 1, they jump class 2, class 3, class 4. At class 5, they will sit for senior work. Then they will enter university. Blah 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 blah. They will come out with either certificate forged, or yes, of course, it should be forged, because I am sure there is no way such a child or such student will defend the course he or she read. It's not possible, because it was gotten through shortcut. Some buildings today are collapsing. Why? Because the day of doing the foundation, instead of doing the proper foundation for story building, the builder or the owner will consider the money to invest, giving it a befitting foundation. The person will succeed doing foundation for a bungalow. On the process, you see the person building story building. Surely that building will collapse, because the story building stuff was gotten through shortcut. Think about our youths going out of the country. Most of them that succeed are the people that got their visa through the right channel. But those ones who went through backyard, possibly because of the money involved, and get the same visa through shortcut, there are people, once they are at the airport, from there they are being repatriated. I am saying the truth. Think about apprentices today. Let's take, for example, the ones called by traders to learn their business. You will find out that the agreement will read like 6-7 years, so that such apprentice will be blended into the system. Everything about that particular business, he will be guru to that. But you will find out that within a year, 2 years is even big. Is either that such person will say, I am no more interested in this business, or that he will steal the oga's money and run away to establish his own business. And because the money was gotten through shortcut, the business will not stand, because he does not know anything about the business. What about people, instead of doing the right thing to marry their wives, they will say after there's a shortcut to marriage, they will succeed in impregnating their girlfriend. They will continue living, continue bearing child. The day an incident will come out, you as the man, you will pay double times of what you're supposed to have paid and do the right thing, because the marriage was established on shortcut. So what am I trying to say? Let us shortcut in everything we do in life. Let me tell us, according to Sir Isaac Pitman, who wrote Shorthand, he said, and I quote, "He who wants to get gold must dig deeply, because gold is not gotten on the surface." Of course, the value of money supersedes value of everything, because with money you get what you want. So how do you think that the means of getting that money will be at beck and call, will be as easy as ABC? It is not truth. Therefore, let us be rooted in every business we are doing, in anything we are doing. Let us face it squarely and know that we are looking for something. And what is that thing? Money. Once you get it, it will last, because you must always remember your sufferings before you acquire that wealth. You can't misuse it. But anything gotten through shortcut will always go easily. There's no two ways about it. Yes, I'm sure of what I'm saying. Some churches today has collapsed because they were not rooted in Christendom theologically. Some way, after knowing how to make quotations, how to tell stories, they will establish church. But within 1, 2, 3, 4 years, the church will collapse. Members will run away because you are not rooted. You establish your church through shortcut means. Is it schools? So many schools have closed because of what? The proprietors or proprietoresses, many of them did not pass through the 4 walls of tertiary institution, but because they know I will employ this person, he or she will come to help me. Yes, somebody helping you cannot do it more than you. Who owes that? Because such proprietor or proprietress is not grounded academically, the school must surely collapse, because it was established through shortcut means. Is it this apprentice called to learn how to do motor mechanic or machine mechanic or whatever, all those stuff, or carpentry work, within 2 weeks, because they have known how to lie, I know how to do it, I know how to do it, you will run out and establish your own. It will not last, because you established it through shortcut means. When lies in your mouth exhausted, you close it up. Because if you lie for the first person, you lie for the second person, third person, they will spray your lie nature to thousands of people. And that is why many people do not stand in what they do today, because of what? They established everything on shortcut. I want to round up, but before I round up, I will tell us this story. One young man married the wife the proper way, and they were living, but things were not going smoothly the way it should. The young man called the wife, "My dear, please, I will leave you for at least 15-20 years to look for a greener pasture. Once I am back, things must surely change, but make a promise." And the wife asked, "What promise do you want me to make? Tell me you will be faithful to me till I come back, that you will not have anything to do with another man." The wife made the promise. The man left. As God would have it, the young man traveled to a far land and ended up serving a king of that very particular place he found himself. After serving the king for some years, when they must have established salary to be paid, the young boy started serving the king. He was being fed by the king. He was housed by the king. Everything was done by the king, meaning that his salaries, he never touched it. After 15 years, getting to 16, 17 years, the young man called the king, "Your Highness." And the king replied, "What is it, my son? I want to go." The king said, "No problem, you can go. But before you go, you know I am keeping your salaries for you. Very huge sum of money." And the young guy said yes. The king now told him, "There are two things I will do for you. One you must choose." The young boy loyally told the king, "Tell me, I'm all ears, Your Highness." The king now said, "If you choose the advice I will give you, you will forfeit your salaries. If you take your salaries, you forget about the advice I will give you." The young boy was confused with this. After a while, he reluctantly told the king, "Your Highness, take the money, give me the advice." The king said, "You choose me to give you the advice?" The young man said, "Yes, I prefer that to that money." The king now said, "Now listen to me. In your life, avoid anything shortcut, for shortcut kills. In doing this, avoid shortcut. In avoiding shortcut, never you be curious in anything you do, and never you do anything while you are angry. I am done." The king now went into his house and brought 2 loaves of bread, gave to the young man, and told him, "Because I know you will go to a far land, eat this particular loaf of bread, but this one, never you touch it. You will eat it when you must have gotten home, for your people to know you served a king." And the young man accepted. He left. On his way, he came to a point where 2 roads meet. He was confused with the one to follow. So there was a young man there. He called the man. "Excuse me, sir, please, may I ask you?" The man said, "You can ask." "Please, I am going to a place like this. I'm going to this place. Following this way and following this way. Which one is going to be better?" The young man answered and said, "This one by the right will take you just 2 days to get where you are going to, but this one by left will take you like a week to get where you are going to." The young man said, "Okay, thank you." He chose the one by the right, 2 days to get where he was going to. Within a pool, it occurred to him, he remembered what the king said, "Do not take the shortcut, for shortcut kills." The young man turned back and took the other way. So to an extent, that man he asked a question, ran and meet up with him and asked him, "Young man, why didn't you choose the shortcut to where you are going?" Do you know what he answered? He said, "I've learned that shortcut kills." The man looked at him with every amount of surprise. Do you know what he told the young man? "My brother, you are very, very lucky that nobody has ever taken that way and survived it. The person must be killed. It is obvious." The man now thanked him and continued his journey. As night was fast approaching, the young man entered the hotel and lodged. At night, there was shout all over, and people were running helter-skelter, coming out. The young man opened his door. About running out, he remembered, "Never you be curious." He went back, locked his door. When they broke, he came down. The gate man saw this young man and said, "Oga, you lodged in this hotel?" He said, "Yes." So what made you not to come out when others were running out? He said, I've learned never to be curious in life. Do you know what the young man told him? Oga, you are lucky. All the people that ran out that night, they were all murdered. And that has been the system of this hotel. You are very lucky. The man thanked him and left. On reaching home, it was early in the morning hours, around 5:30. So getting to his house, through the window, he saw the wife who promised being faithful as he was washing clothes with a young boy of about 15-16 years, helping the woman to watch. The man got angry. He went back on coming to strike that door, to damage that door, and beat the woman blue black. He remembered, don't do anything when you are angry. The man held himself but was dying. So he now decided sleeping on a bench outside there. So when day broke well, like 6:30, he knocked at the door. The woman opened the door, saw the husband about shouting and grabbing the husband. The husband said, dare not get closer to me. What was your promise the day I was leaving? I promised I would be faithful. Now, how come? Are you not faithful or not? The wife was like, Daniel, I don't know what you're saying. Didn't you promise me you will be faithful to me? He said, I promised. Now, can you tell me who that young boy you were with that night watching? Who is that young man? If you don't tell me, I will kill you right now, right here, because you are very stupid. You are this, you are that. The woman quietly said, my husband, you are just coming home. Relax, I will tell you who that young boy is. Tell me who that boy is before I enter this house, or else I will kill you here. He now told the husband, before you left my wife, my husband, you impregnated me. That child you saw and is still sleeping there is your child. The man was filled with happiness and said, oh, I would have done great damage to my family if I had done what I intended doing. But thank God for the king. In all, I want to tell us that shortcut kills. Therefore, shun shortcuts. May God bless you and thank you for watching.